Good morning, everybody. I'm going to be making a video today whipping my houseplant collection in shape for winter. As you can see, we are fully snowed in today. And I have a lot of planty chores and dilly-dallying and little stuff like that I need to do to get everything prepped for winter. So I am going to go get ready and feed all the animals and then start my day. The window, this one specifically in my kitchen, is completely chaotic and needs to be fixed. In this little corner in my kitchen, yeah, I am slacking. These are all new. These are all my new Sims. I need to pot them up in proper non-organic soil and put them with the rest of my Sims. My pinks are doing great out of my cabinet condition, surprisingly. I want to move the tortum to my cabinet. These need watered. That platycerium might be a goner. I need to soak it probably for a year. And Comengiana mini phalaenopsis that, yeah, I think is putting out new spikes, but the pings, these ping balls, they're brightening up in color, and I think it's because it's not as hot outside of my cabinet. I've heard that they can brighten up in color in cooler conditions, so they have been doing well. I don't know, I think I might move one of the bowls back to the cabinet, but I'm not sure. And I need to vacuum and clean, obviously. Yeah, it is a disaster right now. In my other window, this is like, I'm just so even embarrassed of these windows right now because I just had to bring everything in from the cold weather so fast. So there's just plants everywhere, and I need to, I don't know what I need to do, but I need to do something. So we have my fern leaf cactus. It has been doing good inside. A bunch of Hoya, air plants, Hoya caudata. This is a lemon button fern and my asparagus fern, and then my sunrise was up there, but we moved it. And a tragedy has struck. My huge linearis had root rot, and I never get root rot. I'm an underwaterer, but I don't know, I think I was taking a video of me watering it, and then I knew I needed to go later that evening and dump out because it wasn't in it was in a cash pot. I restarted it and it is rooting, and thank God that it is. But I have some mint in its place now, and I love some mint. It has really been minting. These leaves are so silver. Some of them are completely just, not those ones, but some of them are completely silver. I can't find any right now, but yeah, that was very sad. I was on like a month of just checking on that linearis. I made 4 different propagations of it. I didn't want to lose the length. Yeah, I didn't want to lose length, and I know it's easier to propagate cuttings with shorter nodes and not try to have such a long cutting relying on no root system, but I somehow pulled it off, and we will get to that in a minute. But that's my favorite plant in my collection, and whew, that was scary. Right now, I'm just going to be taking down anything that holds no value, like empty pots and stuff I need to repot, or stuff that I do not want in these windows, so. I don't know why this is even up here. This is just an empty ceramic pot. I want to do something cute with this bird cage, put some Hoya in here to trellis around, maybe Matilde. So, that side. My Pandorata silver, I'm going to chop because it started putting out not silver leaves, started putting out splashy leaves. So I think it might be the cold weather. I don't know if Pandorata is a cold loving Hoya or a warm. I'm guessing warm because of this. Sorry, my washer is loud. Let me shut the door. I should probably pot this Repotting up, but I kind of like it in this, and I don't really have room to pot another plant up and move it somewhere, so she's gonna be left be for now. Maybe I'll repot her in spring. My Croniana Super Silver, yeah, I think she'll pot back, but I should have watered her probably a week ago. Retusa has a little flower. If I have been keeping up with watering, this thing would be absolutely bursting with flowers, but I sadly have not. So she just has one. It's just so difficult. It's not an excuse, but it is difficult to get this one down to water her. She is massive. She's almost as massive as her mother plant, which is struggling. Half of it is. You will see that later, but I am about to water her. This is my Hoya Inglianara. I don't know what is going on with her. It doesn't look like dry rot or root rot, but I watered her the other day and the leaves are completely limp. Like, you can see actual wrinkles in it. So I'm gonna put this in a propagation bin for probably a couple weeks and see, and maybe take some insurance cuttings. Maybe it's because it's in perlite. I don't know. Do you see that? The leaves are normally very thick and plump, and they never like plumped back up. So I'm not sure what to do. And the roots, as far as I can tell, again, I did just water yesterday, look fine. That's sad. Maybe Hoya Inglianara is not, I don't know, maybe it's the perlite. Maybe I need to move it to soil. Does anybody have any tips on Hoya Inglianara? Because I'm not sure on the care conditions. Does it like to be watered a lot, kept moist or dry? I don't know. My Lacunosa Snowcaps has so many peduncles right now. One, there's another one, two. It has over 10 right now. This Hoya Waiedii is in no drainage. It was a bunch of propagations that I just never moved. But it's doing fine, and I like a smaller Waiedii. I have a bigger one that is harder to manage, so I kind of just want one small but long and trailing one, if that makes any sense. That's kind of what I'm going for all of my plants. I want them long and trailing, but not as big as they are right now. Okay, this isn't permanent. I need to water that so it perks back up and doesn't look terrible. But I moved the Pandorata under here to see how she reacts. I'm keeping my pinks here for now. Everything got watered. Again, this is temporary. I just need to water and clean everything. Basically, I'm gonna scoot this over a little bit. This is a huge, well, compared to what I got it as. Rabbit Foot's Fern, my Lacunosa snow caps. This is reserved for Miss Linearis when she gets better. We have a tilled splash up here. My Croniana super silver slash splash and some leaves. Miss Retusa up here doing good. Sorry, I can't get it to focus. Here's just an overview of everybody. I need to clean out those propagation jars. Wyetii. I moved my asparagus fern up here because the vent that I have over here points where it was, and I don't think it was liking it that much. And then I have all of my water props just in this corner, and a little Xerographica. And then I have space for an extra plant right here, and Pupa Calyx, that's temporary too. This window is semi done. Also with this corner, I'm thinking once I move a lot of this, I'm thinking begonias would be cute in this corner. I don't know. My boyfriend just knocked this over, but I moved everything that needs to be repotted onto this tray, so I can do that today. Okay, now moving on to this window. Pretty much every single Hoya in this window needs to be repotted, except for the Carrara and one of my RHMs. I'm watering my smaller Linearis right now. Passiflora doesn't need repotted. I don't know if she needs watered or not. This is my RHM 426, and it needs to be repotted and probably put on a trellis because these leaves are humongous. But look how bad she needs a repot. It's in a little Dunkin' cup. And my RHM 009 is in the same boat with needing repotted very badly. But I really think I'm gonna put this one on a trellis too. I only have circle-shaped trellises right now though, so I might hold off, but I really love this RHM variety. And same with my RHM 141. I have two of these that need repotted. This is my favorite RHM variety. I love this one so much. This is the only RHM variety that has bloomed for me as well. Look at that splash. My other one, I'm probably gonna move in my, it's in my acrobar right now, but I'm gonna repot it and move it into my Mills bow. This one, I think I'm just gonna repot and put back in the window because that new leaf looks really good. And this is my Hoya Spittingensis. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but when this thing sun stresses, it is so beautiful. And I finally got it out of cabinet conditions into ambient, so that is exciting. Also, I've seen debate online whether this is a I guess sibling or has gotten mixed up as being the Willeniana 124, is it? Has anybody else heard that drama about this? If anybody can compare, let me know, because when it does sun stress, it does look like that, but I've also never had the Willeniana in person, so I don't know how much bigger the leaves are, but I do love this little thing. It reminds me of like a Rebecca / Sunrise. Here are the leaves on it. It's obviously not sun stressed, but it sun stresses to like a deep burgundy. And I just watered my Hoya Passiflora. I want this thing to get ginormous for me. I am a sucker for lance-shaped leaf Hoyas. And if anybody has any growing condition tips for this one, please let me know. I feel like it's not a very popular Hoya, but I am absolutely smitten with it. I love this thing so much. It has grown, I would say like medium-ish. It was unrooted cuttings when I got it. So if anybody has any tips, cabinet conditions, warm, watering, anything, please let me know, because I would love to have this thing trailing and long and just lush and beautiful. All right, feeling a little empty over here now that I took all those plants that need repotted out. I will say it again for the 100,000th time. We put in new windows. That's why the windows look so janky. Down here we're putting in new boards, and we need to sand and repaint all around the windows, so that's why, disclaimer, they look like that. But feeling very bare. I put the Comengiana up here to try to make it trail. I know that's probably not gonna happen. Those things are untamable. My Caudata is doing well. It does not need watered right now. This is a RHM 2312, I believe is the number. And then we just have the Passiflora, the Linearis up there. That is a Croniana Black, the Spinningensis, and my Fernleaf Cactus, and a little Xerographica. Oh, and my lemon button fern. I love lemon button ferns so much. Okay, the windows are a little bit more manageable now, and it's golden hour. My disco ball is showing off. Let me show you. This window is also a freaking mess. You cannot see anything with the sun if I go this way, but I have a Ripsalis up here that I absolutely adore, a Linearis right here, a Squamifirmum, Phalaenopsis orchid that is losing its bloom sadly. I have a Thai constellation over there. I wish I could show you without it. Variegated string of hearts that is trailing all the way down. Down here I have, that's another lemon button fern that is struggling. Rabbit foot fern that is struggling. We have a variegated species affinity Bertonier. And I don't know if you can see all the way back there, my Monstera dubia that goes all the way up. Let's see if I can get a good shot. And in this cute little pot we have, you cannot see anything. In that cute little pot we have a Rosita that is trailing pretty long, just on one vine though. Down here, this is the most, probably stupidest way I could have set this up, because I can't get any of these out without moving all of my little like trinkets and stuff I have. Down here we have a maidenhair fern. And then I'm like a spy right now trying to get a video of these plants. Oh, I need to clean over here. That is this is ridiculous, honestly. Hoya Chook, however you say it. Some epipremnum propagations, a Haworthia, and there is the Monstera dubia that needs watered. And my string of hearts. So yeah, and then I have this little terrarium that my cats actually broke, so there's no glass on this side, so it doesn't get any humidity. But I cut up my Exotica completely. The water needs changed badly, but it has rooted. And then this is just my shelf with all of my oddities and curiosities and books. So, yep, I like my weird, creepy stuff and my plants all together. But I do need to go through and organize this shelf and make it look more appealing and better to access. Okay, it is not perfect, but it is a tad more organized. I just don't really have time to do that at this moment. There's more important stuff than organizing this window, but it does look a little bit better. I just have so many little trinkets and stuff that I have issues with finding space for. I need to address this at some point. I don't know if that's gonna be today or a different day. It's looking majorly sad. The pings look good though. I put them on Dragonstone and they were itty bitty and now they are big. All of these need repotted. I have a Hoya Rebecca. This is Wymanii, Fungii. That is a, what is that? It's Rosita seedling. It's not the same thing as a regular Rosita. And RHM 141. And those are sunrise seedlings that I self-pollinated actually. Well, not self, I had something outside do it. I don't know what it was, but. And then down here, we have a bunch of those seedlings. I got quite a few. Look at these Monstera dubia cuttings going up this close. Pachicata X. I can't think of it right now. Over here is more seedlings. This is, I can't think of the name. But that also needs repotted. These are my lithup seedlings that I'm growing. And it is just a big mess in here. Very big mess. Embarrassing. My little ping rock is actually the cutest thing though. These were all itty bitty leaf cuttings. And they are so happy on this Dragonstone rock. I need to refill the reservoir, but they're so happy and they've caught little tiny bugs. I'm so proud of them. We have officially made it to my bedroom. And I'm happy because this is the, I guess, most organized planty space I have right now. I put up this shelf the other day and I don't know if it will get enough light or not, but I also put a grow light in this standing lamp, so we're testing it out. It was a GE brand lamp and it was like $50, but it was on sale, like a crazy sale for like $9 or $10. And I'm testing the waters right now, seeing how well it works. It seems to be working pretty well. Mainly everything needs organized and cleaned. These are all of my cameras. It's a little ridiculous. I need to go through them and see what I need to keep and get rid of. They're all film. But over here we have a Endowensis. This is a Palm Siam Ruby. Also, I thrifted this golden vintage shelf. It just didn't have the glass pieces in it, so I have books right here putting this up, but I thought it would be cute if I could put little like miniature plant hangers on them instead if I don't have the shelves, but I don't know. I need a good spot for it. Over here we have one of my linearis propagations that have rooted. My monstrosa epiphyllum. This is the tester for this grow light, by the way. This is one of my sunrises. This will definitely tell me if this grow light is worth anything. We have a angel wing begonia. I don't know the variety. Maybe morning glory. Propagation bins that need to be dealt with. Atapapawense. My Nicholsoniae that needs watered. This is my retusa that half is not getting water and the other half is perfectly healthy, so I might have to chop it back. And then we have a big tie up here. And at the foot of my bed, I put this bench that was from my grandma's house. I originally thought that I would put plants on it because there's a little dog bed under there. She just went under there. But I turned it into a cat bed, essentially, because my cats love it, even though he is up here right now. Yeah, but it would be a perfect spot for plants. So, cats or plants, I don't know. They have a bunch of other beds, so I just have this little, like, this is a pottery barn, and I put this insert in here. It's just like a little makeshift cat bed, and then I thrifted this royal silk blanket. So yeah, I don't know, plants or cats, what do we vote? What are you doing? And I'm going to switch out these pictures. I don't want them there, by the way, just so you know. In the window, you really cannot see anything because it is so backlit. My Crotacea is over here. This is a pubic helix super splash that has put out these ginormous leaves. Up here is my Polyneura silver, my Ripsalis ramulosa that is putting out berries. And then my Hoya rotundiflora. I could not think of the name of that for the life of me, but it is finally growing some vines. I wish I could get it down, but I don't want to mess with anything. This is my epiphyllum beaver tail. I have a burrow's tail over here in the corner. This is a fernleaf cactus propagation. This is this is not healthy. This is verticulata, variegated verticulata propagations that I took. This is another Hoya endauensis. Endauensis, I don't know if y'all heard that. I'm trying different lighting or growing conditions of some of my cabinet. I have one right here direct and then one right here indirect because I really want to grow this happy and healthy. Over here we have a Metode splash and a elliptica that is going nuts up the wall. And now we organize. I'm thinking if we try anything on this shelf, it should be a begonia maybe. So I might move my begonia maculata propagations over there and see how they do. First and foremost, all of these propagations need to go. So. Okay, this is my stopping point for the day. I think they want it to be a cat bed. I didn't move anything around in the window because I honestly I just don't want to fool with it right now, and they're all happy where they are. I ended up not putting plants up here because I just don't think it's gonna get enough light. And this, again, isn't ideal, but is where everything has to be right now. I found a cover pot for my endowmensis. And I'm going to need to move one of these things. Everything here pretty much stayed the same. It just cleared off the bottom ones. Sunrise is just, honestly, it's just chilling here because I want to know how strong this grow light is. Some of my Immaculata cuttings, Retusa, Nicholsoniae, everything back here stayed the same. Those are just props, and that's a prop that I'm hoping pulls through because that leaf is super pretty, but these ones have folded in after taking it out of the terrarium. This terrarium is the one in question. I went through a big repot with that. It is just sitting on the floor now. But yeah, again, not how I want it, but how it will have to be for now. And at the very bottom, I literally just have storage. I have grow lights and extra pots down here that I need to find probably a cabinet for because I don't really like the look of them just out. So yeah, not very much progress today with this side of the room. I like the jungle vibes, but this is just too much. I feel like, I don't know. I mean, the rest of my room has 0 plants in it, but I also over here have this cabinet that I'm tempted to turn into a grow cabinet. It has my purses in it, but I've already put a light in here. But I just really don't know if I want to even start. I put it up just for like funsies last night. And then I was like, well, actually I want my purses in here, like my purses I really like. But with space and all, I don't know. And I just have my art cart over here and sewing stuff, so I think he wants it to be a cat bed. I am redoing my IKEA Millsbo tall grow cabinet today because it is a disaster. And I got a bunch of new supplies and stuff for it, so hopefully we can get her looking in shape. And I got my Christmas tree up. I'm watching the new season of Stranger Things, and the vibes are just good right now for this. So I've completely vacuumed and cleaned everything out so far. I can't decide if I want to move this top one that's very close to the light right here or not. I've been trying to grow this GPS 7240. I have another cutting in my acrobar. It just won't grow for me. RHM, I think this is 1093, and I think this is RHM 2312. Coroniana black propagation that needs watered might be done for, honestly, by looking at the leaves. And the wide form sigillatus, that is very sun stressed in here. Yeah, kind of looking like a graveyard. My ping props are doing well. Look at all the little pingies. And then my sphagnum moss that I'm trying to grow needs watered, but it is healthy. I'm so excited that I'm able to grow sphagnum moss, love sphagnum moss. Once I get a good bit of it going, I want to put it in my pingdoms. And then just some miscellaneous. That's a reverted Wilbur Graves. Yeah, everything else, my cat toys, but I'll show you as we go along the way. I might as well show what I have in here. This is RHM teardrops that I need to get on a trellis probably soon. My everything is on this counter over here. I didn't think that the light would reach that far outside of the grow cabinet, but this is the newest leaf on my Billy, so it definitely is. I have a Hushkliana cutting in there. These are my, what is this, Tingkong congensis. I had a bunch of props. That's all the little 4-ounce containers that were in there that I sell, but it is cold outside now, so I don't see me doing that anytime soon. This is very sad. My Hoya carry with the C, I don't know what happened to her. She's putting out new growth. I put the humidity cloche back on her, but her original leaves just like shriveled up, and I really want this plant bad. I'm going to also be moving the corner shelf in a proper corner. Super blue. Now I can move what I want out of the cabinet over here. I recently got this Anthurium crystallinum. I have no experience with Anthurium, and I also got another Anthurium. I don't know the ID on that one though, but these are gonna go at the bottom of the cabinet. I also want everything in the cabinet to either be in clear or white pots, and I don't think I have that many, so I just want everything to look cohesive. I already have down here a philodendron gloriosum. This is the other Anthurium that I got. It's one of those proven winners ones. It just said Anthurium, and I think I'm going to have to transfer to Leca. I think that's my only choice at this point, but no ID on this one. Both of these were in rough shape, but I got them anyways. And the grow cabinet, I will insert footage of me cleaning it out a couple of days ago, but I don't have much to do right now other than repots. I did end up repotting all my ping propagations into this dish. My sphagnum moss, all of these little ramekins, you know, are little propagations. Little ping in there. Down here we have, that is Hoya lambii, a small clone from Gardino Nursery. My Wilbur Graves. Those are 2 RHM varieties that need repots. These are my Syngonium Lano Cardi Road cuttings that I'm trying to propagate. So I put in this like anchor thing, whatever, for extra humidity. We have some Anthuriums, Hoya Chuk, Hoya elliptica, gloriosum back there, Commenciana. And then on the shelf over here, I have my big staghorn fern, my Billy, linearis cuttings back there that I'm trying to save. I took as many as possible. Waiatii, sea blue, and yeah, that is pretty much all I can do in here for now before I do repots. And I literally didn't even get to my bathroom or my extra room today. So we have a lot more to do and a bunch of repots. But that is it for today. Thank you guys for watching.